concept question. On a separate piece of paper, use the square root property to solve each quadratic equation. Break. A. X squared equals 17. Break. B. X squared equals minus 25. Break. C. Open parentheses x minus 4 close parentheses squared equals 9. We will see equations of this form shortly. Or I should say we will examine equations of this form or in this form shortly. Stop. N, R, N for this concept question. Note, in addition to solving a quadratic equation by factoring, break, we can also solve a quadratic equation using a procedure called, quote, completing the square, close quote. Stop. In addition to solving a quadratic equation by factoring, we can also solve a quadratic equation using a procedure called, quote, completing the square, close quote. Solving a quadratic equation by completing the square. Note, to solve a quadratic equation of the form, break, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 by completing the square, break, we use the following steps. Stop. To solve an equation, or rather a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 by completing the square, we use the following steps. Step 1. Question. If a does not equal 1, blank. Stop. Answer. Step 1. If a does not equal 1, multiply both sides of the equation by 1 over a. Step 2. Question. Rewrite the equation so that blank is alone on one side of the equal sign. Stop. Answer. Step 2. Rewrite the equation so that the constant term c is alone on one side of the equal sign. Step 3. Question. Square blank and add this square to both sides of the equation. Stop. Answer. Step 3. Square half of the coefficient on the x term and add this square to both sides of the equation. In other words, whatever the coefficient b is, divide it by 2, square it, and then add this square to both sides of the equation. Step 4. Question. Factor the resulting trinomial as a blank blank trinomial. Break. And combine terms on the other side of the equation. Stop. Answer. Step 4. Factor the resulting trinomial as a perfect square trinomial and combine terms on the other side of the equation. Step 5. Question. Use the blank property to complete the solution. Stop. Answer. Step 5. Use the square root property to complete the solution.